Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki. Whoa. Welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is Monday, June 9th, 2025. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then do not force it to be a story. So I did not post this weekend. I did not post Saturday, and I did not post Sunday. Okay? I also feel like I have to say something about this. Me personally, I only use like heavily, right? I only use maybe like two very main popular social media sites or apps, okay? And the reason why I'm saying that is because somebody could be taking your pictures, okay? And with all the amount of apps and websites and things like that, somebody could be taking your pictures and using them to become very popular on certain apps and websites. And I feel like it's really important, especially if you work in social media or whatever like that, to really emphasize which platforms you are using. So that way, if anyone sees you on a different platform, they will automatically know that's not you. Okay? Because I feel like there's something sketchy. I also heard the word skeevy. There's it's like it gives you the skeeves. Like, it's just very disturbing. Because I feel like there's somebody that's using your photos or your likeness, maybe. Right? Trying to, maybe not your photos, but if they could do makeup to maybe be similar to your image or your likeness, okay? They're using that to be popular in your image and your likeness on these different apps or different, it could even be on the same social media websites as you, but just using a different name, okay? I don't know why, but that's really grabbing my attention right now. And I really didn't want it to. Only because I just know that there is something very, very strong going on with that at the moment. People using your pictures or your likeness on social media to gain attention, popularity, whatever the case it is, for themselves, but using your image or your likeness. So I feel like it's really important, right, for those of you that this is happening to really emphasize, like, if you see me or my likeness, this is like, so if you see me on any social media website, let me know so I can tell you whether or not that is me or my likeness, right? Oh, is that the collective? Bring it to the attention to the collective, like, hey, is this you? Right? If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. But I don't think it is. I don't think it is you, collective. I think there are people or a person, whatever. For some of you, it's a karmic woman using your image or your likeness to pass themselves off for attention and popularity. I've been getting that a lot, and I didn't want to pay attention to it, only because I feel like, oh, I grabbed Kipper. I guess I'm using Kipper first. Only because I feel like this is someone you know, or you knew, like, you knew really, really well. It's a karmic feminine. So this could be a cousin, a sister, a friend, a neighbor, or someone you, like, if upon hearing this, you're going to be like, wow, you really did that to me? Why would you do that? That kind of reaction. And scene. Yeah, and I feel like that, the realization of you finding out who this person is that has been doing this, I feel like that's really going to, like, I don't want to say break your heart, but I feel like it's really gonna, like, you were that sad or that jealous or that depressed or that miserable that you did that, right? So, alright, let's move on. I don't want my reading to be about that, but I did feel like I had to say that. So let's just call that, not a side, like a side note, a side chapter. Let's just say that, a side chapter, because it's not really a note, but I feel like this is one of those things that's been happening in the background of you, but because you've been so in your business and your life, right? Obviously, because it's your life, that you weren't noticing what this was happening, what this is, right? It's just a poor, sad excuse of a wannabe copycat who can't find their own light. Okay? I really did not. Here's the thing. I pulled out Kipper because I was like, I might need this. Okay? I might need this. So I put it off to the side, and I guess as I was talking, I pulled up the card, Sudden Wealth in Reverse. Community upright. So the community is witnessing something. The fall. I'm hearing the fall. The community is witnessing the fall. I got a little dizzy. Hold on. Give me a second. You ever get that feeling where you're like dizzy inside, but it's like, but like you're elevating, like it's like you're going up. I don't know how to explain that. Like you're on a air balloon ride, but inside. That probably sounds so crazy. Oh my god. That probably sounds crazy, I know. I can't explain that. It's just like, forget it. Alright, Sudden Wealth Reverse. Oh, that's why. Because this person's in Sudden Wealth Reverse. They're in Sudden Wealth Reverse. They have like nothing coming in for them. Finances. Main female reverse on the bottom of the deck. You see, this is something, I don't know why I'm hesitant to open this story up, but here's the thing. Somebody could be using your image, your likeness, right? Whether they're using it like with makeup, trying to like accentuate certain features that you have onto them, or maybe with AI, trying to mess around with AI, or using your actual photos to get money. They're using your likeness to get money from other women or other men. The term I keep hearing in my head is sugar daddies. So someone could be using, there's a karmic feminine that you know, right? I guess for some of you it's you once knew. For some of you, you know this woman, okay? But I feel like that is a little blurry line, so I'm not really going to get into that because I feel like that doesn't really matter. Right, so the fact remains is that there's a karmic feminine that you know once knew who has been using your image likeness to get money. I feel like from other men, maybe other women, I don't know, but from other men, because they feel like you're attractive, you're beautiful, for some of you, you could be a divine masculine and there's another guy using your image to like scam women, okay? So that could be a thing, but I feel like this is a woman that's scamming guys to get money because they feel like they themselves aren't exactly a ticket to the boat. I don't know why I said it like that. They're not grand prize energy. I know that sounds really, really messed up to say, but this is just how they're feeling. And because they're feeling that way, there goes that whole, well, it's not fair. I wish, right? So now they're competing and comparing and wondering what they can do with all the makeup in the world and AI available. This person, they're utilizing and trying to use your energy for this. And the term I was getting was sugar daddies. It's so funny because this woman who has no money is using your image to scam guys out of money. Because it's just one of those things where flaunt what your mama gave you, right? So this person could not be very happy with the assets that their mother has given them, right? And they feel like if they had your assets, this is basically, this is basically like when in those corny comedy movies and shows or whatever, like when a man was like, well, if I was a girl for a day, I would blah, and they just list all the like the you know, things that they would do, like using their body and getting free drinks and blah blah blah, and right, it's basically like this, right? And it's supposed to be like a comedic way, right? But it's basically like that, but as a woman is like, well, if I had her face, I would blah 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 blah. If I had her body, you hear it all the time, right? Women looking at other women's bodies. If I had her body, I would have the hottest guy in the world. It's like that, right? It's funny. There's a comic woman saying that if they had your face, they would blah blah blah. So they don't. That's probably why they don't, because God knew, was like, can't give you that face, because look at what you're doing with someone else's face, okay? Right? So, that's that. Oh, I guess I'm doing tarot now. Ten of Pentacles. This could be someone in your family. This is also your energy. The reason why I'm saying that is because before I started my reading, I pulled out 3 Kipper cards. It was gift up front, family on the bottom, and then on the fence it was message. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to be getting a gift to help build your family, or to like the family that you're choosing to make. Not the family that you came from, right? The one that you're choosing to make with your husband, your wife, your son, your daughter, your children, right? Your healthy, loving family that you're making, okay? Healthy. But I do feel like there was a message that was being blocked from you, and for some of you, it could have been your family that was blocking a gift, a message in the form of a gift, or a gift that, I don't know, something about a message being delivered to you to receive a gift. For some of you, it could have been family members that were blocking this, okay? Anyways, we have the Ten of Pentacles upright, 5 of Wands upright. So there could be people in your family that's fighting and arguing about this. This karmic woman is also very aggressive right now, because you're in the Ten of Pentacles upright. I don't know what her problem is, but it's coming off like she wants to fight you for money. She wants to fight you for money. I don't know. What is all this? She wants to fight you for money. It's like right there. She's mad. You have money. She wants to fight you for money. So she feels like, because also she doesn't have money, I hear it, okay? It's like right there. It's like scratching my ear. I hear it. And like she wants to, fight you, because maybe somebody found out that what she was doing with your images or your likeness, trying to pass herself off as you. So maybe somebody found out. She's probably getting confronted for using this technology, your images this way to get money. Also, the main thing is that she wants to fight you for money. That's like really, really loud. She wants to fight you for money. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, yeah, she doesn't have money. You have money. Ten of Pentacles, you have comfort, luxury, stability. You're cozy. You're right. Like, it's a cold rainy day outside, and you're inside drinking your hot tea on a cozy couch, watching a movie. That's your energy. That's the Ten of Pentacles. Right? You don't have to worry about going into work that day because it's your day off, and you can actually enjoy it, right? You don't have to worry about, oh my god, I'm missing a day, right? I should go in and hustle. That's not your energy. Your finances are fine, your stability is fine, your comfort's fine, you're good. Okay? I'm also getting, again, because when I say something about building a family, you could be entering into because your oh my gosh, your generation is wealthy. Your lineage is wealthy. All right, so this could even be your lineage could come into some financial wealth in the future. All right, or this is just they're so spiritually wealthy, so spiritually abundant, so spiritually overflowing and tapped in and amazing and beautiful. Right, that's your lineage is wealthy. This woman's lineage is crap. It's caca. It's basura. It's trash. There's nothing. Now look at this. You cannot tell me this. Actually, it makes sense. This is why this woman wants to fight you, and this is exactly why this woman has been using your image, right? Because, and I just said she could be upset with the assets that her mother gave her because her mother gave her that. Right? Her lineage is this, right? Karmic woman reverse, sudden wealth reverse. I know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, and this is your lineage. Ten of Pentacles upright. You come from a wealthy lineage, right? And you're going into this. It's just stamped. It is what it is. That's how God made it. That's how God made you, and that's how you are. That's who you are. Blah blah blah. Whatever. And this woman does not like that. The reason why. And this woman could be asking why, and I had to not answer that because you see the problem with you ever tell somebody something and they because it's all right. You ever tell somebody something? Tell me the truth, I can handle it, right? And you tell them, and every bone in their body, every hair on their head, from the top of the head to the bottom of their toes, will tell you day and night, that's not true. That's not true. Right? People, when people say, tell me the truth, I can handle it. No. They only say that because they're expecting that you're going to sugarcoat it and make them feel better. So when you tell them the truth, they're just like, how can you say that? Because that's not really what they want to hear. What they're really saying is make my ego feel better. That's really what they're saying. Okay, so this woman is asking why. What she wants is her ego to be make my ego feel better, and that's just not how the cookie crumbles. You come from a wealthy lineage. This woman does not. And she could have been asking herself, why the collective? What's so different about the collective? What's so special about the collective? Right? Take a look at your inside, your spirit. Now, I'm not going to get into all of that because it's going to derail the reading. And then it's going to be into like a whole free therapy session. And I'm not really down with that right now. Right? Because then I'm going to get bored and exhausted and... Right, this is basically look at me, tell me, right? Because then you'll say it all, and then they'll be like, they'll wake up the next day. I just don't understand why, right? Because they don't want to do anything about it, anyways. So you come from a wealthy lineage. This woman does not. Her lineage is trash. Right? From the spirit to the genes, to the physical, to the mind, to the soul, to the emotion. It's just a lot of dirty work is, right? This could even be a woman that's jealous of the way another woman looks, right? I can't believe she's so pretty. I can't believe if I had that money, if I had that guy, if I had that job, if I had that house, if I, right? This is this woman. But it's weird though, because I don't understand. There's something I'm still not. It's not clicking. What's not clicking, Steven? Right? Like I said, she wants to fight you because you have money and she doesn't. I don't understand why that's your problem. Now, this is going to sound really, really messed up, what I'm going to say. Oof, I gotta... But this is just for this specific situation, okay? But it's not your problem that this woman has no money. That she thinks she's poor, okay? That she sees herself as poor. That's not your problem. Whether she actually is, I don't know. But that's how she feels. That's how she sees herself, right? So that's not your problem. It's not. So for some of you, this could be someone in your family, a High Priestess reverse. Yeah, this is this chick right here. This main female reverse, High Priestess in reverse. And the crazy thing is, she's still asking, why? I just don't understand. Why? Because she doesn't really care about understanding why. She doesn't really care, right? She'll ask you, why, right? And then you'll tell her, you'll school her, you'll teach her, you'll give her wisdom, words of advice, affirmation, but right? But then the next day, I just don't understand, because she doesn't care about that. She doesn't. She doesn't care about doing the work. She doesn't care about understanding. She does not care. So that's why she's going to continue to live her life asking, why? I just don't, why? Because she doesn't care. She doesn't care. And because she doesn't care, she's not going to know. High Priestess reverse, main female reverse, sudden wealth reverse. She doesn't care. She doesn't know. You don't have time for that kind of energy. You don't. Because you're going to exhaust yourself. This is, and then the next day, but why is this? But, right? And you're giving her the answers because she doesn't care. What she cares about, make my ego feel better. Make me feel better. Make me stand out. I want to shine. Make me look good. She doesn't care about healing and breaking generational curses and growing and, you know, making herself fruitful. And no, she doesn't care about that. But she wants to fight you because you have money, you have spirit, you have growth, you have wisdom, you have a face. Four of Cups upright. Yeah, this woman's miserable. Nothing, she's not happy with anything. Nothing is good enough for her. Nothing is ever, you know, she could have, I don't know, a Tesla, right? And you can have a little mini door coupe or whatever, 2-door mini coupe, right? But the way you made it work for you, she's looking at it, oh my god, that's so cute, I want that. You have a whole Tesla, what are you talking about? You can literally sleep and drive at the same time. I gotta put this one into gear and do this, right? It's a stick shift. It's not even, it doesn't even sound cute. But I want that. It looks so cute. This is this woman. Never happy with what she has. Always quick to be like, I want that too. I want that too. That's not fair. That's not fair. Always, right? Are you telling me, like, you're mad at the collective? Like, this is what I don't understand. This woman, man. And then she wants to use your likeness. And then that's another reason, too. You want to use the likeness of another person because they're really only using your likeness, your images, or your whatever. They're inspired by you. Let's just say that, right? Heavily inspired by you. Because they're using it to, with the mindset, well, if I had that body, then I would be an IG model and do this and do that. Or if I had that face, I would do this and do that. That's the mindset of this High Priestess main female reverse. That's the mindset. They're trying to use your energy to get money. That's this woman is around you. Yeah, she's like hovering.
That's better?
Yes, my love, thank you.
That's my tablet.
Yes, I know. Enjoy the journey. Embrace each moment fully, staying open to new experiences and lessons along the way. That's your energy right now. Enjoy the journey with the Ten of Pentacles. You could also be actually enjoying your evenings, right? Having a nice evening to yourself. It's chilly outside or the sun is setting. I don't know. There's something about you being able to enjoy your evenings. Like you have, I don't know. It's just really nice and cozy. It's giving cozy. With the sun setting here and the Ten of Pentacles energy. There's something cozy about your energy. It's like warm, relaxing, peaceful. You got your hot cup of cocoa or your hot tea or your hot cup of coffee or your hot water. I don't know. Right? And you're just, this is nice. That energy. And this woman, whoa. You know what's crazy? I think I know what it is. You could just be in your raggedy old blanket, right? With your blanket, hair up, your cup of coffee, your tea, watching a movie. That's your energy. But it's not extravagant. It's not lavish. It's just very simple. Doesn't mean that just because you live an extravagant lifestyle doesn't mean you're not a divine feminine, right? That's not what I'm saying. But there's something very simple about this energy. And with this person, because I had used the one person had a Tesla who was like never happy, and then you have like a little mini 2-door coupe with like a stick shift. I don't even know if those things are. I don't even know if mini door coupes come in stick shifts. I don't know. I only know like 3 cars. Okay, my dream car, and then like 2 other cars. Okay. So this person would have like a Tesla, a mansion, shiny house, shiny driveway, luxury clothes, jewelries, right? And you have your little mini 2-door coupe, your little couch that you thrifted or some shit, something, and you're just drinking your tea. That's you. That's your energy. It's simple, right? But this person's looking at you like, that's not fair. I want that. But you're not. You're not looking at anyone else's cup. You're looking in your cup. Ah, this is nice. That's it. This person, there's no peace in their life. And with all the money, the cars, the clothes that they have, there's no peace, right? You know peace, collective, because you can turn a box into a home, right? It's simple. You can live in a tent in the woods. I don't know. It's so, I don't know. I can't. It's nice. This seems very ungrounded and chaotic. A lot of confusion, a lot of unawareness, a lot of, I don't know. This person's also ignorant. Yes, ignorance is bliss. I've heard that like 3 times already in the past 3 to 4 days. Ignorance is bliss. This person is choose to live in ignorance because they think that it's gonna make them happy, or they're just in denial about, I don't know, stupid. This is a very ignorant person. Ignorant of the world. Ignorant of empathy, compassion, kindness, understanding, patience, gratitude, appreciation. Very ignorant of those things. And then they wonder why they have no money and they have to use the pictures or the images of someone else to get money because their own energy is so trash they can't get money off of their own energy. Now, how sad is that? You're so, I don't want to use the word broken, but you're so broken, your energy you cannot manifest with your own energy. You have to use someone else's energy. You have to steal someone else's energy, right? That's sad. And this person wants to fight you. The audacity. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I have been getting a lot of Elmer Fudge lately. It's Wabbit season. Oh, this person could be trying to hunt you down, trying to find you. But it's so funny because if you ever seen Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny argue back and forth, Bugs Bunny outsmarts all the time. He outsmarts Elmer Fudge all the time, Daffy Duck all the time. Bugs Bunny is actually very, very, very clever. He's also kind of a jackass, right? But that's when he's like fed up. But he's also, I don't know, he's clever. You ever see the old Bugs Bunny Looney Tunes cartoons? The Looney Tunes cartoons, but the ones with Bugs Bunny, he is just mischievous and clever and funny, okay? But a lot of the things is like, don't bother me, I won't bother you. There's something I need to look up about Bugs Bunny. The Sophisticated Rabbit has appeared in over 160 animated shorts. Bugs is known for his disguises, confusing his enemies, right? And the line, of course you know, this means war. Ooh, somebody wants war with you. It's this woman. This woman wants war with you, but there's something about your energy that confuses her. I heard because she's dumb. Whether or not she is, I don't know. She could be very smart, okay? She could also be not very smart. But this woman's confused by you. There's also, that's not what there's something, there's like something here. No way. Somebody could have borderline personality disorder. What is that? BPD? It could be this high priestess, main female in reverse. That's probably why she's not, she doesn't know how to utilize her own energy, right? Now, whether or not she's broken, I don't know, okay? Whether or not she's broke, I don't know. Whether or not she has finances, I don't know. But I do know that she is not doing very well manifesting off of her own energy. And because of that, she feels like she has to utilize someone else's energy. This woman could have borderline personality disorder because apparently Bugs Bunny has been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, okay? It's where a person has unstable moods, behavior, and relationships. Bugs Bunny is always using manipulative techniques as well as tremendous mood swings toward the other characters. Also, Bugs is doing self-destruction and self-harm in many of his scenes. So this person, they're not doing too well in their lives. All right, their life. This could have been happening many, many times. So this is another cycle that they're repeating that you broke out of. So I did say that this woman, it was the Five of Wands upright. This woman, so the Five of Wands is essentially like the Five of Swords, but the Five of Swords is more verbal attacks, arguing, very bickers. Oh no, what's that? Bickers, just tit for tat, bickering. Okay, bickering. Whereas the Five of Wands is more like physical, actually throwing punches and feet and hands. So this woman wants to put hands and feet on you. She wants to fight you because she can't manifest off her own energy. She wants to use your energy, but she's confused about it. It's just not working. And she's not happy with herself, her life, her knowledge. There's something about her knowledge that she's not happy about. She feels like she doesn't know the things that you know, or you know more than her. She doesn't think that's fair. Again, with the High Priestess in reverse, there's something about true knowledge, and she doesn't have that. And a lot of it has to do because of how her spirit is, her fruit. Okay? Because there are only certain things. There are certain information gets revealed to you when you get to a certain point in your journey. Okay? Oh, wow. This person could want to humiliate you and annoy you. Right? This is definitely a woman really, 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 really trying to hunt down, attack, and humiliate another woman. Because, you know, why did Bugs Bunny kiss everyone? Literally, that's a question. Another scholar said that Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck kissed male. Bugs Bunny is a male. Daffy Duck is a male. They often were seen always kissing their male enemies, okay? Kissed male enemies so they could humiliate and annoy them. This is a woman attacking another woman. She wants to humiliate you, fight you, harass you, be you, bother you, right? And I feel like a lot of this Four of Cups energy coming from this woman is she's unhappy because she can't find a way to humiliate or annoy you, okay? Seek truth. There's a truth that's about to be revealed to you. Something is about to be revealed to you about who this woman is. And I said that in the beginning of the reading. When you find out, it's going to, for some of you, it might actually like break your heart a bit. Because it's like, wow, why would you do that to me? Right? That's going to be the feeling. Because it's like, I would have never thought it was so-and-so. I would have never thought you really felt that way. You really felt that you had to compete and compare and attack and humiliate and annoy and vandalize and threaten and harass and stalk and spy and obsess. Never would have imagined it was this person. You're going to find out it's this person. And it's crazy because a lot of the times the person you would... No, it couldn't be. No. It is that person. And I said this in one of my readings, I think it was like maybe 2 years ago, that the first person that you think of, and then you immediately backtrack, no, it couldn't be. That, I don't know how to explain this, but it's magic. So, because you already figured it out. The first thing that, it was like your intuition, your spirit knew who it was. But the magic is like, don't believe it's this, don't believe it's this person, don't believe it's this person, because it couldn't be. So then you would be like, no, it couldn't be. This person with the High Priestess in reverse, comic female in reverse, I would not put it past this person from doing illusion magic, from you being able to see who they really are while they're doing magic in your face, right? This would be someone that would like, oh, how are you? Have you been? What's going on? When they're really saying is, oh my God, tell me everything new in your life so I can block it because I don't want you to see you get farther in life. That's the energy. Seek truth. And look at, she's looking through the veil. Embrace clarity as revelations unfold. Keep an open mind. For answers illuminate the path to understanding. You need to keep an open mind, okay? Don't be that person that says, tell me the truth, I can handle it. And then you hear it, and you're like, no, that's not true. It can't be. No, you're lying. Don't be like that, okay? Because whatever truths that are being revealed to you, take it for what it is. Take it for what it is, because I'm telling you, you're going to find out who this woman is. And a lot of you, no, it can't be. That's my cousin. They would never. That's my sister. They would never. That's my mother. They would never. That's my grandma. They would never. That's my neighbor. They would never. That's my aunt. They would never. They would. And they have. On the mend, be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you are going to be like, I should have seen it coming. Oh my gosh, don't be in that pity energy. What was me? How did I not know? Because you didn't know. The reason why a lot of you are finding this out now is because now you can handle it and take the proper precautions to heal your heart. Because you're already in this healing journey where you've come so far, right? All this peace that you've worked for, all this peace that you have inside of you. So when this revelation gets revealed to you, you're in a more emotionally mature state, spiritually mature, mentally mature, maybe even some of you financially more mature, okay? And it's just going to be, it's going to suck. It's going to feel. You're going to feel the feels, oh, for sure. But you can handle it better. You can heal from this. And you know how to. All right? So, I hate to say it, but it's going to be a lot easier to heal than maybe it was for you 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Okay? Obviously, way before you started your healing journey. So just take this for what it is. A part of your healing journey. All right? On the mend, be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. Yeah. I'm also getting this person, while you're in this healing journey, this person is going to actively find a way to humiliate you publicly, maybe for some of you. I feel like you should see it for what it is. Someone who is just... I picked up on the scene before, okay? My ear itches really, really bad right now. I picked up on this scene before. And I talked about this in one of my readings. If I find the video, I'll put it up. So that way, if anybody wants to watch it, you can watch it. So the scene that I'm getting is from the movie called Mona Lisa Smiles. And Juliet Roberts is in it. Great. Kirsten Dunst is in it. Okay, great actress. And then a couple other actresses. I think this one girl is in it, which is the scene is really about her. Let me get the casting list. But in the scene, so Kirsten Dunst's character, she's like this uptight. They're all in college, by the way. Okay. She's like this uptight person. You shouldn't smoke in here. Oh, that's birth control. That's not, you shouldn't have that. Remember, this is like in the 19... I think maybe like the 1950s is the time period of this movie. Hold on. 1953. Okay. So the girl that I'm talking about, her name is Betty Warren. Okay, so Betty Warren is like one of those uptight characters, right? You shouldn't do this, you shouldn't follow the rules, right? And then the one character, Giselle Levy, she's seen as like the wild floozy of the group, okay? So Betty Warren, she ends up getting married, and she thinks she's better than everybody. She's the smartest. She knows it all. And you know, if you don't follow the rules, then my way is or the highway, right? Whatever. So she ends up getting married, and immediately off the bat, you can tell it's a loveless marriage. Like her husband is like just tolerating her. Okay, he's not really present, and blah 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 blah. Whatever. Spoiler alert. Her husband ends up cheating on her, okay? Giselle, the floozy of the group, right, who Betty Warren, like, looks at her with disgust, right? Like, ew. Giselle ends up seeing Betty's husband with another woman. She doesn't say anything because it's not her business. And, you know, she already know that Betty is, like, you know, she sympathizes for Betty. She pities Betty. She's always barking at the map, but at the end of the day, I feel bad for you because I know how sad and broken you are. So I pity you. So I feel like that's how Giselle saw Betty. So then one day they're in the, I don't know, dorms or whatever, and Betty's just going off at the mouth and blah 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 and disrespecting Giselle and blah 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 blah. Giselle immediately knew that Betty is just projecting. Because obviously her marriage failed. Her husband doesn't love her. Her husband's cheating on her. Her mom hates her. She feels so much pressure. She doesn't feel like she's good enough. She doesn't feel like she's pretty enough. She doesn't feel like she's smart enough. She doesn't have any money, right? Her mom doesn't want to help her. All these things, right? And I feel like when she saw Giselle, she immediately used Giselle as like an emotional punching bag and was like attacking her with words. And eventually Giselle, everybody's like, Betty, you're going too far. You shouldn't say that. Stop. And Giselle's just looking at her. because she's like, I see you, I sympathize with you, and I feel bad for you. Because I feel like she knew in that moment Betty was not really attacking her. It was just a crash out. She was having a crash out of her own life. But for some reason, she saw Giselle and was like, you're the trigger to my crash out. That's basically what this is. This woman is gonna, you being so peaceful and happy and free spirit and having no worries in the world as it seems, right? It's triggering this woman to have a crash out. Now here's the thing, like I said, this might be public because again, this scene happened around all the other women, right, in the college dorm. And all Giselle did was hug her. That's it. She didn't curse. She didn't fight back. She just stood there, let Betty just spew at the mouth and foam at the mouth, and she just hugged her. And at first Betty was like, let me go. And then she said what she was really, really feeling. He doesn't love me. Why doesn't he love me? How come I'm not good at... all those things. And like, you know, Giselle saw that. And so she just gave her sympathy and compassion in that moment because that was what was needed. Where did that card go? Oh, keep an open mind for answers. No, not that one. There was something about compassion. Oh yeah, be compassionate. I feel like this woman is going to have a crash out, and it's really because she can't handle it anymore in her life. She can't handle keeping up the illusions, the competition, she can't keep up anymore. It's broken. It's falling apart. And Giselle's looking at this woman like, baby girl, you are not fighting me. You are fighting yourself. And I see that. I feel you. All right? I sympathize for you. Okay? But that also doesn't mean I have to be your enemy and engage in that way. Because what you really need, what this woman really needs, and it doesn't have to be from you, what this woman really needs is a good cry, a hug, and someone to tuck her in at night. That's what this woman needs, this karmic woman. Okay? So I feel like in this moment, I don't think the collective, obviously you're not this kind of person anyways, but this is not a moment to kick a person down. Again, you also don't have to be the person to hug them, but just know they're crashing out in their lives right now. Okay? They're not doing so well, and they see you doing well, comfortable, amazing, soft, demure. You're in your soft girl era. You can be a woman. You can be feminine. You can be relaxed. Right? You can be that. And boy, is that triggering these karmic women. They're crashing out. Because the hustle is the life. The hustle. Grind. Baby, no. That's exhausting. There's no peace in the constant hustle, the constant grind. Especially, I feel like as a woman too, like, it's just in our nature to have I don't know, I just feel like that hardens you. As a woman, that hardens you. And you're not a hard woman, collective, divine feminine. This could be for divine masculines too, but I feel like this is a hardened woman. Your softness is triggering them. And they're crashing out. Right, because also remember in the movie, if you haven't watched it, in the movie, Betty's mom was a very hardened woman. She had a hard heart, a cold demeanor, right? And if Betty did something, her mom wasn't praising her, wasn't proud of her. She always had something to critique, always had something, we don't wash our dirty laundry in public. That energy. So, of course, that hardened Betty. So this woman is hardened, okay? And your softness triggers her. Neptune. Oh, Neptune, right. There's something about Neptune being in Aries, right? Neptune is in Aries. It was like the first time that it's been in Aries since like the 1800s. I read something about that at my community board that someone had posted. I think it was Chiron Intuition. And So the last time Neptune was in Aries was in the 1800s, and that's when slavery was abolished. So there's something, you have a fire within you. The idealization of confusion regarding sacrifice. You're going to realize that this woman who doesn't have fire in her, who doesn't have that fruit in her, who doesn't have that spirit in her, that light, because of how broken they are on the inside, they see you with all of this and they wanted to get rid of you. They wanted to sacrifice you, in a sense. This could be your image, your reputation. Again, because they cannot use their own energy to manifest, to pull in. So they could have been trying to steal your image, your likeness, your energy to manifest for themselves, to pull in for themselves, right? I feel like this woman was trying to confuse people. Oh my gosh, I'm like stuttering. They were trying to confuse. Neptune is in Aries. Aries is the first house. Aries is about identity. I am. This is who I am. What you see is who I am. That's it. I am who I am. Okay? Now I'm getting the Prince of Egypt. And Moses was like, who are you? And God's like, I am who I am. Right? So you are who you are. This person is who they are. They don't like who they are. Right? Now, that plus trauma, whatever, borderline personality disorder, confusion, instability, whatever, trying to use your image, your likeness, your energy. Also with that high priestess and reverse energy, doing some dark magic, dark spell work, dark manipulation to try to confuse people with this Neptune energy. No, I'm the collective. I'm an earth angel. I'm a divine feminine. I'm a high priestess. I'm a witch. I'm a this. I'm a that. Right? This is also someone who's also like, there's something new every day. There's something new every day. Right? Because again, they don't really have an identity. Because again, they lack spirit. And their lineage is not a very... they just don't feel like it's fair that they landed in the bloodline that they landed in. They feel like there was a mistake somewhere. This is not the family I was born into. This is not my real family. That's crazy. Because... oh my god. That's crazy because instead of they're saying that, right? Don't you think you should be breaking... If that's the case, then how come you're literally following the same footsteps that your mom did, your grandma did, your great-grandmother, right? How I don't know. I feel like this person was really trying to... But it's crazy because without you, they have no ideas. They have no messages. They have no energy. They have no abilities, skills, manifestation, answers. They have no copy-paste. They have nothing. Everything they have is being built and inspired by you. So if there is no you... how are they going to keep the engine going? Right? How are they going to keep the engine going? Because the engine is going because it's being pulled by your beast of burden. They were trying to make you their beast of burden. And God's like, whoa, back it up. Because this goes here. Okay? You're really going to... I feel like for a lot of you, you already figured out who this person is or was. You already figured out who this person was. A lot of you are going to figure out who this person is. So if it is, this person is still around in your energy. For a lot of you, this person was. And because it is a was, they literally have dried up. Okay, they've dried up. And now they're hunting you down because they need to feed off of the source. They need inspiration from the source. Right? They need to... use your energy. So this person's trying to hunt you down But there's something about your energy that's so confusing. They can't pinpoint you. They can't find you. They can't locate you. They can't communicate with you. They can't get in your energy. It's so confusing. And that's God saying, because this is not your business. My child, my chosen one, my divine masculine, my divine feminine is not your business. That's why whenever they come around you or try to infiltrate or whatever, they're set back 20 more steps. Karma. And then another whatever is happening to them. Right? Because you are not this person's business. Okay? But you already know your... How do I phrase that? Your viewed sense of self-poverty is not my business. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 8th house. You could be a Scorpio. This person could be a Scorpio. As a life or death issue, getting and using power, use other people's resources. Yeah. Be careful of this woman. Because this woman is... First of all, this is someone who's crashing out. Okay? And because they're crashing out, and because they have nothing, so they feel, and so that's how they are viewing their personal situation, that they have nothing. I don't know if they actually have nothing. Okay? I don't know what they have. But they're viewing themselves as having nothing. Okay? And with that kind of energy, it can be very dangerous, because it's kind of like, I got nothing to lose. I'll go to jail if I have to. Right? This is giving crazy chick with a knife. And when you have like one eye twitching and she's just like, yeah, this is a woman who's trying to take you out, but she doesn't understand you are the OG, the original, the construct, the essence. You are the image that she is trying to be in likeness of. She's a dummy. Use other people's resources. That's another thing, right? That's what's 8th house Scorpio. Getting and using power. She wants to use your power. She wants to have your power. She also wants to have you. For some of you, this is a woman that is doing this to another woman that she has emotional or romantic feelings for, or sexual feelings for, but okay, maybe she's attracted to you in more than one ways, okay, and it really bothers her. For others of you, that and or with the use other people's resources, she's trying to find a way of how to like emotionally manipulate you to get you to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, do you want a cup of tea, do you want to stay here, take as much time as you need, do you need anything? Right? That's how she's trying to find you, so that way she can get you into that energy. And that's why she can't find you. You already know who this chick is. I feel like for a lot of you, you know who this chick is. For some of you, you're going to find out, and it's just going to be like, wow. Et tu, conduct feminine? Et tu? Right? Am I done with this already? 2 of Wands. On the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this woman is planning. Again, Wheel of Fortune reversed on the bottom of the deck. Page of Swords reversed. This woman's spying, and she's watching. She feels like the more she watches you, she's trying to put a plan together. She's trying to put a plan together in motion, right? Her plan could be to destabilize you, to humiliate you, right? To get you in this Wheel of Fortune, try to destiny swap, right? Give you her Wheel of Fortune Sun and Wealth reverse, and then she takes your 10 of Pentacles upright. She's watching you, and she's watching you to see how she can do that, because she wants to be in the 9 of Cups upright. She wants this. She wants emotional fulfillment. She wants dreams coming true. She wants happiness. She wants peace. You can't copy peace. You cannot copy peace. You either are or you are not. You painted your nails?
Oh, it's a boo-boo.
You have a boo-boo? Where's the boo-boo?
Here.
Oh my goodness. Let me see. Better?
I need the sticker. Oh my God.
Okay, baby. I'll get you a Band-Aid, okay?
I found it.
I made that. You can have it.
Daddy make a tool.
He's gonna turn it into a necklace.
I want to go like that.
Okay, it can stay like that. All right. Yeah, you cannot copy peace. Either you're at peace or you're not. You are. This woman is at war with herself, and she wants to bring that war over to you. But what she really needs is a good nap, a hot cup of tea, a cry, and a hug. Okay? Maybe some therapy might do her some well, because obviously she's got a lot of pent-up stuff, and she's trying to find you, to hunt you down, to release it all, right? Just so she can look at you, now I can have a crash out. Now I can emotionally purge. Right? That's basically what this is. That's what it feels like. With all the emotions and the anger and the sadness and the hurt and the betrayal and blah, 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 that's been pent up inside of this woman, it's like she's trying to use you as an excuse to let it all out, right? Because for some stupid, dumb reason, she feels like she can't just be a normal person and cry or, like, talk to a therapist or, like, lean on someone's shoulder. For some dumb reason, she feels like she can't do that, right? She feels like the only way she can let it all out is by trying to put hands and feet on you, trying to fight you, yell and blah, 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 right? That way she can just be, like, feeling refreshed and brand new. This is like years of pent-up stuff inside of this woman. She's just trying to use you as a punching bag. That's one of the things that she's trying to do, right? This is Eight of Wands reversed, or Eight of Wands reversed. That's why she's blocked from you, your energy from communicating with you. That's why she's not allowed near you, because it's like you're not about to use that person to purposely crash out when you can just go to therapy and talk about it like a normal person, right? That's why they're not allowed around in your energy. That's why they're blocked. Maybe you have them blocked. Maybe the divine has this person blocked. It's like if you go left, they go right. I could have sworn they went this way, but you had that feeling to go left that day, right? Because this is what this is. This is what this is. Ten of Wands reversed on the bottom of the deck with the moon upright. You're not burdened by anything, and your secrets can stay your secrets. Fine, keep your secrets. That's Frodo from the Lord of the Rings. No, baby, you can hold it for Mama. You got Ten of Wands reversed, the moon reversed.
Look aside.
You're not. There's really no burdens for you, and your business can stay your business. It's. That's what I'm saying. Like, this person is so confused as to how to approach you, how to communicate with you, how to find you, how to hunt you down, how to watch. The only thing that they can do is watch from afar, I feel like. They can only watch you from afar. As to how they can physically get close to you, to use you as a crash out, and to emotionally manipulate you, and to copy you, and to infiltrate your energy. I'm hearing this person is thinking if they could just touch you. If they could just touch you, they have a link. Be careful of this woman, and you'll know who it is, because you're going to feel it. You're going to hear it, you're going to see it, you're going to sense it, you're going to smell it, everything. Alright? This woman is very, very desperate, because they feel like if they could just touch you, everything will be better for them. Right? Because then they get to crash out, they get to put hands and feet on you, they get to connect with you again, they get to see you, speak with you, talk to you, communicate. They're back in, baby. That's how they're seeing it. They're back in. So, yeah, I would Capricorn. This person could be a Capricorn. I saw Pisces. I saw Scorpio. And who is... Let me just double check. So this could be one of your signs. or this could be this woman's sign. Cancer. So this could be a so the High Priestess could be a Cancer, or you could be a Cancer, or a Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio. I just realized water and earth are most present in this reading. This could be a water sign, you could be a water sign. But this woman is coming at you with a lot of warlike energy, okay? Simply because of who you are. And she cannot be that. She is a replica, a sad excuse of a replica. Not even. Because she can't even copy the This is a reading by